So, previously we've been talking about differentiation. Oh, sorry, turn on your cameras, please. We've been talking about differentiation and we have looked at the differentiation of one term. Okay, kalau dia satu term sahaja. Okay, multiple terms. Okay, kalau dia adalah lebih daripada satu term. So I hope that you understand when I say term-term lah, dia dibezakan oleh tanda plus. And then after that, we looked at what we call the composite function. Okay, composite function is function di mana kamu akan menggunakan chain rule. Okay, yang ada kurungan dan kuasa lebih daripada 2. Okay, so we use chain rule for that. And then after that, we have the product equation. Okay, and finally we have the quotient equation. Okay, so far kita hanya menengok kemahiran-kemahiran lah how to differentiate. Okay, just to remind you, differentiation is mencari dy dx. Okay, alias juga dikenali sebagai the gradient function. Okay, alias juga dipanggil sebagai the first derivative. Okay, so ini banyak kali sudah saya cakap, so get used to these words lah. Mencari gradient function, mencari first derivative, mencari dy dx, all this is differentiation. And dia bermula daripada satu persamaan yang y equals to yada lah. Okay, so setakat ini kita melihat all the kemahiran-kemahiran yang perlukan. And then on top of that, saya juga ada cakap bahawa selain daripada the first derivative, you can also find the second derivative. Okay, the second derivative is d2y dx2. Okay, alias juga f prime x lah. Yeah, sorry, the first derivative is f prime x bukan. So the second derivative is f prime x. Okay, so please make sure that throughout this whole chapter lah, especially this chapter lah. Okay, ini kemahiran-kemahiran ini harus kamu ada di tangan. Okay, because if you don't have these skills kan, it's going to be very difficult lah. Okay, sebab next time kamu nampak saja satu persamaan kan, you should know how to differentiate it and apa huruf yang terlibat. Okay, saya juga ada sebut how you write this dy dx banyak bergantung kepada kamu punya persamaan. Okay, if let's say it is a equals to 3b plus 4, then your differentiation will be dA dB lah. Okay, sebab everything depends on what your equation is. Astaga. Okay, everything depends on what your equation is. Okay, so be flexible. Jangan terikat dengan huruf y dan x sahajalah. Okay, be flexible. Ketahui apa kepala rumus dan apa yang kuasanya kamu mau berubah. That is the main point of this differentiation. Okay, now today, I just want to complete this whole kemahiran thing by first taking a look at question number 4. Okay, dia cakap, find the value of dy dx. So we want to talk about soalan find the value of dy dx. Okay, for each of the given value of x. So soalan A, dia beri y equals to x squared minus 2x. Dan dia bagi x sama dengan half. Okay, kalau kita mau cari find the value of dy dx, what is the first thing that we must do? Anybody? Ini saya terbuka lah, siapa yang mau jawab. What is the first thing we must do? Kalau kamu diberi soalan macam ni, find the value of dy dx.
Differentiate dulu.
Okay, very good. So the first thing you do is find the dy dx. Okay, alright, let's differentiate this, everybody. Sorry, siapa yang jawab tadi ya? Macam Syarun kan? Atau Fadilah kah itu? Okay, well, anybody? Rosani lah, what do you tell me? Alah, ada orang buka mic sudah kan, tapi saya panggil nama. Tidak apalah, Rosani.
Okay, 2x minus 2.
Okay, very good. Okay, this is very good because you know why? It means that you have done enough practice. Yay. Okay, means kau satu kali kau nampak saja kan, kau boleh differentiate dalam kepala bah. That's good lah. Okay, so after you've differentiated, how do we find the value? Somebody else?
Sub x.
Very good. Okay, you sub x equals to how much?
1/2.
Okay, sub x equals to 1/2. So you get the value of dy dx equals to 2 times 1 over 2 minus 2, which will give you... Come on, last step. Jangan kau salah di
Negative
sini
one.
ya. Okay, negative 1. So the value of dy dx can be negative, can be positive. No problem. It can even be 0. Okay, so when you calculate, even if your dy dx there's a value, if it is negative, if it is positive, if it is 0, jangan terkejut. Okay, yang penting you do the steps correctly. Find the dy dx and then you sub the x. Jangan terbalikkan the urutan. Okay, saya khawatir orang akan buat apa tahu? Dia sub the x dahulu, lepas itu dia cari dy dx. Kalau kau buat begitu, jawapan kamu akan sentiasa sifar. You know why? Because, cuba kau buat. Kalau kita sub x dulu kan, apa akan jadi? Y equals to half squared minus 2 times half. Kan? Ini akan memberi kita 1 over 4 minus 1, which is negative 3 over 4. Jadi, kalau y sama dengan negative 3 over 4, dy dx is 0 gitu. So every time kau sub x dulu, kau akan dapat 0, which is the wrong answer. Okay, so be very careful. Make sure your urutan is correct. You always differentiate first, then you sub the x. You cannot sub the x first, then you differentiate. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Okay, can? Clear? Okay, next one, page 44. Okay, page 44, question number 3. Cepat-cepat buka buku teks. Page 44, question number 3. Okay, it is the exact same thing lah. Find the value of dy dx for each of the given value x or y. Except that, okay, except that I want to do question C. Sebab dia cakap y equals to 1 over 2x minus 3, tapi dia bagi y sama dengan 1. Dia tidak bagi x. But if we follow the same step, bahkan, okay, let's follow the same step. Kita cari dy dx first lah. Okay, I give you 1 minute lah to find this dy dx. Kalau this is the y, find the dy dx first. Differentiate this. Negative 2x minus 3.
And a power negative 3 over 2.
Oh, okay. Power negative 3 over 2. Okay. Is this what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. How about the rest? Do you all agree with this? Everybody agree?
No.
Am I the only one that seems to think that there's something wrong with this?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
What do
No,
you...
no.
Okay, Fandas, why don't you tell me?
Jawapan nggak sah?
Yalah,
Negative. Negative 1 over 2x minus 3 bracket square.
pun salah.
Negative
Pun salah kan?
2 over 2x minus 3 to the power of 2. Square, sorry.
Like this.
Ya, salah kah?
Yeah, this is correct. I think so. Okay, fine. Let's do y equals to 2x minus 3 power of negative 1 lah. Sebab di sini tiada power bahkan, so dia power negative 1. So when you dy dx, depending on whether you want to use chain rule or not, you get the negative 1 over here, and then 2x minus 3, negative 1 minus 1 will be negative 2, and then you have to multiply the 2 inside. So the answer is negative 2, 2x minus 3 power negative 2, which makes Sean answer correct lah. Okay, so Funders, probably you forgot to darab 2, sebab 2 dia dalam sini bahkan. But now, Mr. Liu, I'm very worried lah. I don't know where you got this negative 3 over 2 from. If there is a 3 over 2, means we're talking about square root, you know. Square root, then there's a 1 over 2 lah. Okay, be very careful with this, Mr. Liu. Okay? Okay, so coming back to this, let's take Sean's answers. Okay, Sean bangga ini sebab saya sebut dia punya answer kan. Terus dia kembang. Negative 2 over 2x minus 3 squared. Gosh, I said that on YouTube somehow. Terus si Sean kembang. Okay, anyway, what do I do next? I want to sub the x, but the problem is I don't have any x, I only have y. dy dx is negative 2 over 2x minus 3 squared. I don't have x, I need to have the x. So how do I find the x? Anybody want to suggest?
Subway into the original
equation.
Okay, very good. Sub y into the original equation so you can find the value of x. Because remember, untuk setiap nilai x ada satu nilai y. Untuk satu nilai y ada satu nilai x. So we can actually find the x. Ini no compromise guys. To find the value of dy dx, we can only use the x. You cannot use y. Okay, so kita kena buat cara merry-go-round lah. We sub y into here. So you get 1 equals to 1 over 2x minus 3. Sebab y sama dengan 1. Okay, so you flip that around, you get 2x minus 3 equals to 1. So x equals to 2. Sorry saya laju-laju ini I'm just doing everything in my head lah. So x equals to 2. Lepas kau dapat x equals to 2, baru kamu sub di sini and then you finally get the value of dy dx. Okay, saya tidak akan suruh kamu kira sekarang sebab saya hanya mau seimbas lalu lah. Because the more questions I can cover, the more homework I can give you. Okay, page 47. Question number 3. I want to do this first. Fx equals to x and then square root of x minus 1. Find the value of f prime 5. Okay, what does the f prime mean?
dy dx.
Okay, it's basically dy dx lah. And this 5 is the value of
X.
Okay, the value of x. So it is the same question soalannya sama, cuma diubah dalam bentuk yang berlainan. You still have to, step number 1, find the f prime x. Okay, kamu differentiate dulu ini, tapi ini adalah long differentiation lah, so ini adalah product. Okay, this is x, and then this is x minus 1 power of half. Okay, because ada square root. Dan lepas tu kamu pakai tu produk-produk punya anu lah. After you find the f prime x, what do you do?
Substitute x barang 5.
Okay, you substitute. Very good. You substitute. Astaga, substitute x sama dengan 5. Okay, to find f prime 5. Okay, so the reason why I'm going through all these questions with you all today is because ini kita akan pakaikan untuk subtopik seterusnya, which is 2.4. So get used to this. After you find the perbezaan, you have to substitute to find a value. What is the use of the value? Apa kegunaan value tersebut? We will talk about that tomorrow lah. Okay, but get used to these kind of questions. Lepas kau differentiate, sub untuk mencari the value of the differentiation. Okay. Okay, question number 6. Question number 6 yang saya mau tegaskan sikit lah. So dia cakap find the value of r such that d dx of 2x minus 3 over x plus 5 equals to r over x plus 5 squared. Okay, I want to talk about this question because this one is quite familiar. Dia nampak macam familiar tetapi dia macam weird sikit lah. Okay, so bila kamu berdepan dengan soalan ini, okay, what you need to understand is that this thing, okay, is actually y. Okay, so this is the original equation. 2x minus 3 over x plus 5 is the original equation. And this one, okay, is the dy dx. Dia sudah kena beza. Cuma ada ini huruf R di sini yang bikin kacau. Okay, dia sudah dibezakan. So how are we going to find the value of R? What you will need to do is you need to differentiate this. Kalau y sama dengan 2x minus 3 over x plus 5, what is dy dx? Okay, dan ini kita pernah nampak bahkan this is a quotient hasil bahagi punya equation. Kan yang ada bahagi-bahagi semua itu kan. Okay, so I give you 2 minutes. Tell me what is the differentiation of this.
2x squared minus x plus 10 over x plus 5 square.
Really? Really?
7 over x plus 5 square.
Siapa yang jawab tadi tu? The first one I know, this sounds like Eldon lah. Siapa yang cakap ini? 7 over x plus 5 square?
Saya, Azim.
Oh, Ajim.
Azim.
Azim.
13 over x plus 5 in the bracket square.
Astaga, banyaknya jawapan. So kita mau buat undian kan ni? Well, it's okay. At least you're still there. So which one is correct? Yes.
13 over x plus 5 square.
Oh, okay. So Eldon sudah disqualify himself lah. Dia cakap 13. Okay, so is the answer 7 or is the answer 13? What do the rest of you think?
13.
Yang lain?
13.
Oh, so Sharon, sebab dia Chanel yang jawab kan? Terus, okay, kalau Des betul, dia lah yang betul.
Tak, salah darab.
Oh, salah darab. Okay, so this is why you get this. So when you find the dy dx from the original one, you get 13 over x plus 5 square. Dan dia sudah beri dy dx dalam bentuk R. Can you tell me what is the value of R? Kan senang kan? R equals to 13. Okay, and that's how you would do it. So the point is this lah, no matter how you run away lah, no matter how the question is kan, kamu memang tidak boleh mengelak daripada differentiation. You have to differentiate at least something. Okay? Cuma yang saya pilih soalan ini sebab saya mau dedahkan kamu kepada this concept lah, d dx. Okay, d dx kalau ada equation di sini kan, sebenarnya this equation is y. Okay, y atau yalah generally it's y lah. Okay, so for example lah, if let's say your equation saya tulis lah, okay, find this. Okay, plus 2x over 3 macam tu. Okay, kalau saya suruh kamu cari inilah, find this. Basically, it's asking you just to differentiate this sahaja. Okay, it's the same thing you have been doing, cuma bentuk soalan yang berlainan. Okay, so jangan kencang bila kamu nampak inilah. Okay, it's nothing really special, cuma dia ubah saja bentuk. Okay, and then kenapa dia mau ubah bentuk? Because there are always many ways to ask a question. Ada banyak cara untuk menanya soalan yang sama. Okay, so jangan kencang lah tentang itu. Alright, page 48. Page 48. Saya mau question. Oh no. Okay, fine. I do question 4 first lah. Okay, given s equals to 3t squared plus 5t minus 7. Okay, dia cakap find ds dt and the range of values, okay, of t when ds dt is negative. Okay, first thing of course is ds dt. Ini saya sudah tegur pada hari itu, jangan kencang S is just the kepala rumus, T yang kita mau ubah dia punya power. Okay, can you differentiate this for me please? Kalau S is 3t squared plus 5t minus 7, what is ds dt? Maya?
6t plus 5.
Okay, 6t plus 5. Okay, very good. So now we come to this question. Range of values of t when ds dt is negative. Okay, kalau ds dt is negative, this simply means dalam bahasa matematik, okay, bahawa ds dt adalah kurang daripada kosong. That's what it just simply means. Okay, so that's why we're taking it step by step lah. Saya ajar dulu kamu kemahiran, lepas tu saya ajar kamu untuk tackle the question, to understand what the question wants. Kalau ds dt is negative means ds dt adalah kurang dari kosong. Therefore, 6t plus 5 is less than 0. Can you tell me what is the range of the values of t? T kurang atau t lebih? Tell me.
Negative 5 over 6.
Okay, t is less or more?
Less.
Okay, less than negative 5 over 6. Okay, so saya ingatkan kembali lah, perkataan range of values usually dia punya jawapan adalah dalam bentuk yang ada kurang dan lebih, range of values. Okay, cuma yang mungkin kita lupa atau saya belum dedahkan kepada kamu is the word, kalau ds dt adalah negatif, then ini yang kamu kena, titik permulaan kamu adalah inilah, ds dt is less than 0. Kalau ds dt is positive, okay, then we're talking about ds dt is more than 0. Okay, so just ketahui perkataan-perkataan seperti inilah. Okay, another one. Okay, given dy dx for the function, okay, so dia cakap the function is ax cubed plus bx squared plus 3. Dan dia bagi tahu dy dx adalah sama dengan 7 at the point of 1 and 4. Okay. So ini menggabungkan semua yang kita telah belajar sebelum ini ya. Dan sekarang kita di sana. Okay. No matter what what is the first step you should be doing in this question? Dia akan suruh kita cari A dan B, I know. But tell me, okay, tell me what is the thing that I must do first?
Differentiate first.
Okay, differentiate first lah, always. Okay, but guys, look the letter A and the letter B got nothing to do with the differentiation. They are just numbers. Okay, so jangan turunkan dia punya kuasa pergi A negatif 1. Jangan juga begitu tak mau. The A and B is just numbers. So we would do like we would do normally. Okay, dy dx for this please, Mantani. I need to stop looking at the top half of the register, Selalu orang yang huruf S kan tidak kena panggil. Saya setiap nampak nama dia orang. Sorry.
ax cube plus plus bx. No.
Bukan.
Highlight.
Try again lah. Don't just off your microphone and then say hello. Come on. The x power must reduce. So it cannot be ax cubed. And because we are differentiating x, so the x power must reduce. Don't worry. First step what we do is bring the power to the front. So this will be 3. Okay, a is just a number, so it will be ax to the power of, this 3 becomes power of 2. Okay, so the a, don't let it deter you, Even if let's say it's 2x to the power of 3, right? How will we differentiate this? We bring the 3 forward, 3 times 2, x to the power of 2. Same thing. Okay, it is the exact same. So jangan biarkan huruf yang tidak berkenaan untuk mengencangkan hidup kamu lah. Okay, focus on the thing that you need to do. Therefore, this second one will be 2bx. That's it. Okay. All right. Then what do we do? Anybody? Lepas kita dapat ni pembezaan, what do we do?
Sub
Sub what?
Sub 7, maybe.
Sub 7 where?
Sub 7 to dy. I don't know.
What you say? Almost finished it, then you say, okay, I don't know.
Oh, then sub 7 into dy dx.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 into dy dx equals to 3a. And then can we sub the x? Is there an x that we can sub? Anybody?
Sub 1 dalam x.
Sub 1 dalam x. Sebab kita tahu x adalah sama dengan 1 tambah 2b darab 1. Let me simplify this. 7 equals to 3a plus 2b. But problem is, how do I find a and b? And there are two things that I don't know. If there are two things that I don't know, then I have to form two equations. So far, this is equation number 1. How can I get the second equation?
Okay,
Saya
substitute y p original punya function.
Yeah.
Equation.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ya, okay. Baru saya faham kenapa si Bina cakap begitu. Okay, okay. Thank you, Marvin. Yeah, so actually Marvin punya approach yang betul. What you need to do is substitute this into the original. Okay, V0 kita tidak boleh ganti dy dx sebagai 4 sebab 4 bukan dy dx. 4 adalah koordinat y. So we substitute into the original equation. Okay, so 4 and A 1 kuasa 3 tambah B 1 kuasa 2 tambah 3. Okay, so we will get 1 equals to A plus B, second equation. Okay, somebody turn off your mic please. Okay, 1 equals to A plus B, you get the second equation. Kamu ada equation ini, kamu ada equation ini, kamu boleh buat simultaneous equation lah. Okay, saya tunjuk sampai sini sahaja. Question number 3 lah. Okay, number 3. Let's do this one first. So dia cakap, if fx equals to square root of x squared minus 5, find f prime 3 and then f double prime negative 3. Okay, what do I do first?
Differentiate.
Okay, differentiate this one. Okay, so differentiate first lah. Differentiate for me please. What is f prime x, everybody? 2 minutes. Tidak payah 2 minutes ni. Need 2 minutes, sorry. Ini pakai chain rule lah people, sebab dia punya kurungan adalah setengah and then on top of that the x is not single x, dia adalah x squared. Kena pakai chain rule. Okay, I give you 2 minutes for this. You know what? Find the first differentiation and then straight away find the second differentiation. Sebab memang kau kena buat 2 kali. Okay. So I give you 5 minutes lah to do this.
2x square minus 5 kasih dia 1/2.
Okay.
Terus kasih dia u is equal to x square minus 5.
Okay.
Terus dia jadi 2x. Terus dia y is equal to u 1/2.
Okay.
1/2 u negative 1/2.
Okay.
And then substitute and then dapat answer.
Janganlah bagi tahu saya shortcut. Kau ni kan jahat tau. Saya kena buat banyak kerja untuk kamu. Tell me what to write. Okay, fine. Once you get the answer, you get 2x times 1/2 x squared minus 5 to the power negative half. Is that correct?
Ya. Dah tahu lah kalau orang
so you get
sama.
Sama lah itu. Kau ni kan be confident. Okay, x squared minus 5 square root lah. Okay, this will be the final answer. Kalau kamu tidak perlu differentiate one more time lah. Tapi kau perlu differentiate one more time, and that's the problem now lah. So ini adalah yang punya differentiation lah. Okay, so the f prime x is x over x squared minus 5. Is this correct, everybody, so far? Boleh tak?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's double prime this now. Okay, let's have somebody else lah. Anybody? Maybe Farrellyn or Farah, one of the Fs. Dapatkah buat differentiation the second time?
Saya rasa saya punya salah also.
Ini adalah kamu punya standard script bah semua orang ini. Is this your standard script bah? Setiap kali saya panggilkan, sir, I think my answer is wrong. How do I know your answer is wrong if you don't tell me what your answer is? Okay, tidak apa, kita cuba saja. Okay, Farrellyn, you tell me ya. Of course, kalau ini kita kena differentiate atas dan differentiate bawah lah. So differentiate atas dulu dapat berapa? Kalau kita differentiate yang atas ni, kita dapat 1. Okay. Kalau kita differentiate bawah ini,
1/2 bracket x square minus 5 negative 1/2.
okay, boleh, tak ada masalah. So f prime x. Okay. Di bawah dia akan jadi x squared minus 5 square root tetapi square. Kan? So over here will be Over here be x squared minus 5 power of half darab dengan 1. Ini darab inilah. Okay, this times this. And then ini darab ini. Ini darab ini yang mungkin susah sikit lah. Okay, so negative half x and then x squared minus 5 to the power of negative half. Oh my goodness, kenapa ni kehidupan kita ni sangat disusahkan oleh benda ini. Okay, tidak apa. Okay. Boleh ah? Okay, so saya tinggalkan kamu sampai di sini sajalah. Try to settle this on your own. But the question is, dia minta f prime 3 and f prime negative 3. So kalau kita mau cari f prime 3, macam tadilah, once we find the f prime, then you sub the 3 in here to find the value of f prime 3. Okay, the only problem is doing this double prime lah. So double prime ini sangat banyak kerja ini. Tapi lepas kamu dapat jawapan akhir, you can even substitute the negative 3. And actually this is the good thing. Kalau dia bagi kamu nilai x bahkan, you actually don't even have to simplify this. Kamu masukkan x dulu, baru kamu settle. That's the good thing about this, you know. Okay, so let me show you. Instead of, okay, mari kita cuba simplify this. Okay, kita carilah dia punya index kan. No need, because the question is not asking you to find f prime x. The question is asking you to find f prime negative 3. So you substitute the negative 3 into the equation. Then now you let the calculator do their job. Okay, so what happens is negative 3 squared minus 5 everything kuasa setengah times 1 minus half times negative 3 and then negative 3 squared minus 5 to the power of negative half. All this, everybody, all this is doable on calculator. Okay? You don't even have to think about simplifying anymore. So that is why I say, that's why I want to answer. That's why I wanted to answer this question, is to show you that if you don't need to simplify it, don't simplify. Okay, you're making life difficult for yourself. The most important thing is you can differentiate it correctly. Itu yang paling penting dalam subtopic ini. You must be able to differentiate it correctly. Then you can find any value. Okay, over square root of negative 3 squared minus 5. The whole thing squared. Okay, this is very easily calculatable. Okay, and I will leave this to find what is the answer. Okay, so f prime negative 3 equals to one specific number lah. Okay, yang kita tidak tahu sekarang. Okay. Okay, last one. Question number 4. Okay, A equals to t cubed plus 2t squared plus 3t plus 4. Find the values of t such that dA dt equals to d2a dt squared. Okay, this is the question. Find the values of t. Correct. Such that yada. Okay. What must we do first? Anybody?
Differentiate.
Okay, differentiate. So find dA dt. And then?
Differentiate lagi sekali.
Okay, differentiate lagi sekali. Find d2a dt squared. And then?
Then dapat answer.
dt.
Mana dia dapat?
d2a over dt square.
Okay, so ini kau kasih masuk sini, ini kau kasih masuk sini, kasih sama dengan, and then find t. Okay, so let's take it step by step. Everybody, find for me d2a as dA dt and d2a dt squared. D2a dt2. dt squared, dt2. This one is a simple differentiation lah. Tiada yang rumit macam tadi tu. So we can answer this now. Okay, Maximus, dA dt please. Maximus here.
3t squared plus 4t plus 3.
Okay, plus 40 plus 3. And go ahead, tell me d2a dt squared. D2a dt2.
60 plus 4.
60 plus 4. Okay, so since it is equal, so kita kasih equate lah, 3t squared plus 4t plus 3 equals to 60 plus 4. Okay, there are going to be two values of t. So t equals to scan dan scan, t equals to scan dan scan. Okay, try to do this now, please.
T equal 1,
Negative.
negative 1 over 3.
Okay, negative 1 over 3. Okay, just to remind you all, everybody, I know that when you do this, okay, when you do solving quadratic equations, a lot of people will use the EQN from the calculator. Don't forget to show the Wayang step, t minus 1 and 3t plus 1 equals to 0. Ini mesti ditunjukkan, wajib. Okay, sorry, ini. This step, we call this, I call this the Wayang step lah. Okay, sebab everybody knows that you can jump from here to here, find the calculator. But I want to see the Wayang step sebab itu adalah kehendak peperiksaan. Mesti. Okay, so please learn how to do this bracket. Saya langsung tidak benarkan kamu t plus 1 over 3. Ini saya tidak benarkan, people. Okay, ini saya memang akan tanda salah. I want to see this kind of kurungan. Okay, so learn how to change a fraction punya answer untuk menjadi kurungan. Okay, learn to do this. Alright. Homework time. So nice. I like to give homework. Page 48. Okay, formative exercise 2.2. Question number 3, number 5. And number 13. Okay, and then page 50. Okay, formative exercise 2.3. Oh, hold on. Okay, question number 3 yang kita baru saja bincang tadi. And question number 6. Okay, 5 questions.